Hi. The technology told me like 10 times, you're muted. Don't forget you're muted. Jessica. Hello, welcome. I'm Jessica. Today I'm writing the 2024 Virgo horoscopes and I'm showing you behind the scenes. I don't know if I'll be brave enough to just like show you the whole time that I'm working on it, but I invite you to join me and work on whatever it is that you are working on, and feel free to live vicariously through me while I do my work. I really love co-working, and I really love setting the scene. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm already like dressed in my comfy clothing. Um, I already have a couple of stones with us. These are going to help me to keep on task. I have a spider friend, long dead, that I found maybe in the house. I love spiders, and Virgo season is a very spider coated time, I would say. Also, the process of writing is very much like building a web, and the process of research, I flipped them. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. So beautiful. Um, so he's with us as well. I'm going to grab a couple of stones, little stones, and whatever tickles my fancy from my apothecary behind me. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to light some candles, which are also behind me. I'm not sure if you'll see them in the shot. Also with me, I have my planner, and I have not done the color coding for August. Normally it looks kind of like that. So I've got my dates handwritten because that helps me to remember what is going on, what was going on. And I've got patchouli. I bought these roll-ons like a week ago. I love patchouli. I did not know for the longest time that it's like one of those very divisive essences. Yeah, I think it smells great. I'm so surprised that there are people that don't like it. And I also have, today is Sunday, so I have my planetary sun altar in a jar. And every time I set one of these on my desk or on the windowsill, except for the moon, so Mondays, they all have spices and herbs in them. So this one has a lot of cinnamon in it. I think there's curry as well, but and cedar, but the cinnamon is is the most potent. So I got that just on my windowsill. Usually when I'm sitting down to work on my computer and stay focused, I've got lavender, and I take a hit. Knock it back. Okay, I'm going to populate this. I'm going to light up the candle. I've also got my water here. I haven't smudged yet, so I'll do that. Give you a little smudge. I'm gonna do the windows and doors, all the corners. Likes to do under the chairs, under the desks. Okay. Here is my little desk altar. So I've added some stones, some dried flowers, a intact snail shell, and a couple of sprigs of dried cedar because it's Sunday. Okay, now I've got my timer on, and I'm going to set it for 25 minutes. Okay, so get yourself ready as well. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock. See you on the other side. Okay. So I've already written the dates, and then I duplicate that file and then I have the Virgo horoscopes. Got the publication date. Let's do in progress. Okay. Instant regret. I'm like, why am I showing everyone all of this? No, it's good. It's good. So I've added some transits that I don't normally include in like the month overview. I added them into the research because I've been wanting to expand what it is that I'm witnessing, what it is that I'm noticing and focusing on, and what it is that I'm channeling and trying to share with other people. Because there will be significant astrological turbulence and times of celebration that aren't necessarily coinciding with like a lunar cycle. I mean, I'm sure you could prove on some level that it was, but yeah, there's more to astrology and there's more to our awareness of the planets than the luminaries. But it's always been such a good starting point that it's sort of been what is the foundation of the horoscopes that I've written thus far. And every now and again, like I would throw in an interesting like opposition or conjunction. Last month for Leo season, I focused on conjunctions, and that was like a concerted effort. So this time, I have included conjunctions, but also squares, oppositions, even trines. I don't think I added sextiles, which is interesting because I normally pay a lot of attention to them. Um, but oh, that's right. I was also like, what if I focus not so much on like every square or every um, conjunction was kind of like any conjunction that's happening. But for the trines and for the oppositions, I was like, what if it's, and the squares, what if it's like, you know, making sure that Jupiter is mentioned, like aspects to Jupiter, because Jupiter and Saturn are much slower moving. They're the slowest moving of the seven traditional planets. So why not include what happens? I I was going to say what happens to them. Um, Arguably, the greater benefic and the greater malefic happen to the other planets, but for linguistics' sake, let's just say. Uh, let's just say that I'm not actually doing the work. I'm just explaining the work, and the whole point of this was to buckle down and do the work. So Um, here's how I lay out the horoscopes. August, September, um, Sun in Virgo. All right, I'm going. I almost forget. 10:55 a.m. August 22nd. There's also at the same time a disseminating moon in Aries. Woo! Okay, and there's a last quarter moon. So I'm gonna prioritize and deprioritize. I'm gonna prioritize the stuff that I normally do, and then deprioritize. And maybe later today, we'll work on like the squares and the oppositions. See? Venus conjunct Lilith. Lilith is like a point. It's not even a, oh, maybe that's incorrect. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn. There's an asteroid Lilith, but I think this is Black Moon Lilith, which is just a point. Ingress alerts. I'm looking to expand on these even more. Um, Again, I'm just talking about the work. Oh, yes. And September 17th, significant, it's the first day of my in person yoga class, like my first ever in person yoga class. And it is at a fitness center local to me. And I was like, cool, the lunar eclipse. Yeah, full moon, lunar eclipse all happening at the same time. And I think the eclipse itself is happening, like I'll be done by that time. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I'll be done by that. I'll be done by that time. So made in the shade, all good. But you know, hilarious. A lot of astrological teachers and mentors will steer you away from, you know, investing energy, launching a product, um, practicing a ritual on and during the like eclipse season. And you know, that's not what you have to do. That's not how you have to live your life. It's just an overwhelming amount of the teachers that I've learned from directly and indirectly, um, all kind of say the same thing. So I'm adding a lot of like, ooh, to my experience that's going to be happening in but a few weeks. So instead of blabbing away, I am going to spend the next 18 minutes actually doing the work that I wanted to run a co-working for. Wish me luck. I'm going to mute myself actually. so that I don't get tempted to talk. Okay, that was 25 minutes. Great job to me, to you. I am definitely going to need to turn some lights on because it looks like a storm is brewing out there. And I'm very happy that the timer went off because I found it really hard to write knowing that people could see what I was writing. So, good practice. Thank you so much for being here, whether you watched this live or if you are watching this as a recording. I appreciate you. And I am going to go and have some lunch. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing okay. Bye.